Welcome to the Sports Marketing Machine Podcast, the podcast to help those working in sports level up their marketing skill set so that you can sell more tickets and grow your fan base. I'm your host, Jeremy Nicer. As we have reached February, there are many sports leagues counting down to opening day. Professional soccer, baseball, college summer baseball leagues, and a few others. So even if you're not gearing up for opening day, and let's just say you're in season or about to do the switch over in college athletics from basketball to baseball, softball season, this content in this episode is going to be beneficial and very helpful for you. Today, I will be walking through a marketing exercise for you that will help you plan out your marketing activities so that as the chaos of getting prepared for the season hits and you're pulled in numerous directions, this plan will keep you organized and everyone on your team know exactly what's happening and when. This is especially helpful if you're a smaller staff organization and you're wearing numerous hats. The plan is called the 30 Days to Opening Day Countdown. Before we jump in though, would you mind leaving me a positive rating or review on your favorite listening platform? Whether you listen on Apple, Spotify, or Google Play, leaving me a rating or review will help expose this podcast to many people just like you working in sports, trying to sell more tickets and grow their fan base. All right. Damon Stoudemire, the head basketball coach at Georgia Tech for the men, is having a marvelous first year. They just knocked off number 3 University of North Carolina within the last week. So he's been having a marvelous year in his first year in Atlanta. Prior to coming to Atlanta, he was in Boston, and before the Boston Celtics, he was the head basketball coach at the University of Pacific where I worked. I was a marketing director. He was notorious for telling his players two things. Number one, you got to have a plan. And number two, run the play. Just simply run the play. The 30 days to opening day plan that I'm about to go through is your plan. First step I want you to do, and I'm going to put some show notes, some links in the show notes for you, is download a printable calendar or use an online calendar found for Microsoft Word or Google Sheets. Like I said, there'll be some links in the show notes for you. And let's presume you are starting your season in April. So you have the months of March and April calendars ready for you just to type things in. And here's what I want you to do next. I want you to fill the dates on the calendar with as much information as possible related to opening day and all the marketing activities that you're doing to promote opening day or opening weekend. So all of the start dates of your paid media, what media you are running, all your trade media, the trade dates and start dates of when you're going to be running those, the pocket schedule distributions, any fan events like hot stove banquets, season ticket holder parties, any of those things that you're planning before the season. Put it on the calendar. Community appearances, mascot appearances. So if you're going out to a school to read to kids, put it on there. If you're going to be having your mascot deliver donuts to someone or be in a parade or whatever it may be, put it on the calendar. National anthem tryouts, promotional schedule announcements, media interviews or media days, all of those, put it on the calendar. Social posts promoting the season. This includes those countdown posts, which are the player jersey numbers and so forth. All of that's on there. Promotional posts about fireworks or giveaways or whatever it is for your opening weekend, or any general content that you have to promote the season that you're posting on social media. Fill in the dates of when you plan on posting it. Any emails that you're sending out to your segmented lists or all of your fans, put it on there. New food releases that you want to include to talk about in social media posts or emails or whatever it is, that type of content, put it on there. Everything and anything that you can think of to promote your opening weekend, all of the activities that you're doing, minus sales calls and then the boots on the ground sales visits, everything goes on the calendar. What will happen is when you have everything written on the calendar, you will see where you're light on marketing activities to promote your season. You will see, hey, this week we don't have any community events this week, or we don't have any mascot appearances this week. Or this week we don't have any emails heading out to our fans, getting them excited for the season. You will see the holes that you have, and you have the ability to add to it because you have everything on a calendar written out as clear as day, so you know exactly what's happening and when. So when that chaos happens of that month before the start of the season, you've got so much stuff going on, you know exactly what you're doing to promote the opening weekend. So essentially what you're doing is putting everything in there you're doing to promote the upcoming season in one document that all of the staff members will see, and those activities that take place are all on one calendar. Heck, if you wanted to use an enormous dry erase board, I would use that too. Feel free. But the more information that's on there and the more people know what's happening, people understand the activities, what we're trying to accomplish. They know that opening day is going to be busy and the month leading up to it is going to be nothing but chaos, but that gives you such a great way to have everything in one place so you know exactly what's happening, and you have the ability to make adjustments, changes, but most importantly, you know exactly what you did. When the outcomes after opening weekend, you can look back and say, hey, these are all the things that we did. If I could do it all over again, here's what I would do differently. I would do this, or I'd add this, or I'd send the mascot to this place. But having that ability to, after opening weekend, you take a deep breath, you fill in the calendar of what you would do differently. Now you got a game plan for next year. But it also gives you so much insight for what you could do maybe to promote some games later in your year, about maybe your final weekend of fireworks or final weekend of games. But you have a game plan of everything that you did, and then you've added to it because you are thinking about some of the things maybe you wanted to do but you didn't after the fact, and you've maybe made some tweaks or adjustments to it. So each episode, I give you a plan of action, the main takeaways from this episode, the takeaways for creating your own 30 days to opening day calendar. Number one, grab a printable calendar. I'm old school. I write stuff down. But if you don't want to do it that way, totally fine by me. Use a whiteboard or even a digital calendar like you Google Sheets or Microsoft Word. I'm going to put links in the show notes for you. Step number two, fill in as much as possible. Everything from community appearances, mascot appearances, social media posts, paid media, trade media, all of your activities related to promoting your opening weekend should be included. Once you have filled it in, fill in the gaps with what you are missing. A great example is you may see, hey, this week we don't have any mascot appearances. So you go to someone who's going to be the mascot and say, let's just go out into the community. Maybe you're walking around your downtown high-fiving people, high-fiving them, and you're doing videos around promoting the season. Maybe the mascot's out there handing out pocket schedules, getting people excited. But that also becomes great social media content. Maybe they're inside the mall passing out donuts to fans, or going out to some of your season ticket holders and delivering those. Or you've got student athletes that could go out and deliver donuts to fans or season ticket holders to their house. Think about all of these opportunities that you have to get in front of people, to get them excited, to know that your season's coming on up. The more volume of people, the better, but most importantly, you are keeping track of everything. So the month before the season, it's total chaos. You're working long hours. It's a ton of work. But this game plan allows you to focus on what's most important, the activities related to getting more fans to your games. You've got it all together. And the third takeaway here is after opening weekend, you take a deep breath, you sleep a little bit, but then you fill in what you would do differently. What did you not do that you wish you would have done? Fill it in there, because now you have a game plan for next year, but you also have a game plan for potentially the last half of your season, or the last series of your season, or what have you. So One thing I do want to share with you as I wrap up here is that many sports teams hire ticket sales trainers. We've seen these folks come in, they help your sales team improve their process, their outreach, and ultimately their closing so that they can close more deals faster. This is continuing education for ticket salespeople, and it helps them continue to develop so that they can sell more sponsorships or sell more ticket plans or groups or whatever it is. I do the same for marketing directors through a combination of marketing training and data consultation. I'll guide your marketing teams on best practices and how to use data to inform decisions related to ticket sales, group sales, and selling more merchandise by helping marketing directors level up their skill set so they become faster, more efficient, and have a clearer understanding of what's working and what is not, and why it becomes a great opportunity for your marketing director to continue to develop. So if you're interested in selling more tickets, growing your fan base by investing in your people, head over to sportsmarketingmachine.com and schedule a call. Until next time.